Before we get started with today's video, I'd like to take a moment to thank my sponsor, nobody, because YouTube has shadow banned me and probably won't let anybody see this video. Well, guess what? I'm Dylan in the dark. I thrive in the shadows. And I also make a lot of bad choices. This video being one of them. What's good? I'm Dylan the Dark, and on today's video, I'm going to get extremely drunk, and I'm going to try explaining the Five Nights at Freddy's lore while I'm drunk. I'm going to throw out this disclaimer. There you go. Look, I'm honestly not the biggest fan of deep diving into all the lore and everything. I just kind of like the games, so I'm not going to go too heavily into the fucking lore and all that. I'm just sticking with the video games as well. I'm not doing the books because I'm not fucking reading all that. Look at that. Look how many fucking books there are. You know how many words that is? No thank you. I wanted to do something fun for the Five Nights at Freddy's 10-year anniversary, so naturally, here's my video all the way at the end of the month when it's way over. I don't know how accurate I'm gonna be here. I'm not really trying that hard to get everything right. This is all just for fun, so I'm gonna try to do my best, but if you're looking for something comprehensive, like a real look at the timeline of everything that's happened and whatever, go somewhere else. Why are you listening to the drunken ramblings of some internet ghoul? That's on you. With that being said, I got my whiskey, I got my drinks, let's fucking talk about Bendy and the Ink Machine, baby! Shit show all starts with this dickhead, William Afton, and Big Willie is big silly because he likes killing kids.
That's not funny.
And Big Willie's got a little family. He's got two kids, Michael's the oldest, and little Timmy, I don't fucking know his name. And he's got a daughter, who I also don't know the name. But he's got 3 kids and a wife. Don't forget the wife. So Big Willie's got a dream. He wants to go up to every child in America and slap a piece of pizza in their face. So he opens up a restaurant with a bunch of pizza and animatronics and whatever. And shit's going pretty well. And then he meets another guy, Henry. And the two of them are like, hey, you like pizza. Hey, you like animatronics. Why don't we fucking merge them together? It'll be the goddamn idea of the century. And so they did. When they have this building open, they made these things called spring lock suits, which, fucking brilliant idea. They're animatronics that you can wear. It's a suit and an animatronic at once. How the fuck anybody could realistically fit in a suit like that just that's always blown my fucking mind with this series. Like, I get it, suspension of disbelief and whatever, but like, you ever fucking look at an animatronic? How the fuck can anyone fit in that goddamn thing? Is Springlock suit real? No, it's not fucking real. The reason they're not real is because these goddamn things are walking death traps. And for some reason, if, like, you know, a fucking pin is out of place or whatever, if you fucking breathe on this goddamn thing wrong, the spring locks will snap shut and they will kill anybody inside. Genius. Keep the whole spring lock suit thing in mind. That's a handy later. So, big surprise, William Afton's son is fucking horrified of these monstrosities. He's the only goddamn sane person in this whole series. And since this little booger is so scared of the animatronics, his older brother, Michael Afton, decides, hey, we're gonna shove your head right into the open maw of Freddy. Trust me, you're gonna think it's really funny when you're older. And it turns out he dies, and that's the Oh wait, no, hang on. That's not the 87. Oh, that's the bite of 83. Why is there so many similar events in the timeline? I think that's Scotty Doe's way of just fucking everyone up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scotty Doe.
This leads us into Five Nights at Freddy's 4, which I'm pretty sure is the first game in chronological order. Wrap your head around that. And you play as Michael, who is forced to relive this, you know, fucking nightmare where all these animatronics are coming to fucking kill him. So Henry sees all this go down and is like, well, fuck that, I'm gonna make damn sure that my daughter doesn't die that way. So he creates the puppet, which is kind of like a little security droid that is supposed to watch all the goings on in the restaurant, which doesn't work out too well. Because around this time, Big Willie decides, yo, I'm pissed off that my son's dead, so how about I kill this kid? So he kills this girl, who apparently turns out to be Henry's own daughter, Charlotte. Oops! I think he probably knew that, actually, because in the minigame, she gets locked out of the building, and he's like, yoink! So then the security puppet finds this dead child's body and was like, well, I guess I failed my job, and just kind of falls on top of her, and then she, like, possesses the puppet. So now Charlotte is the puppet. So we have our official first animatronic possession with the puppet. And I'm saying that for my own sake, not for yours. Which leads us into the gameplay of Five Nights at Freddy's 4. I think in the main game you play as Michael Afton being tortured by William Afton, who just throws all these animatronics at him and just fucking tortures this kid because he killed his other son. Like, damn, dude, this kid's already going through fucking, mental anguish for killing his own brother. And now on top of this, he's gotta try to go down the hallway to take a piss in the middle of the night with fucking Nightmare Freddy standing in the hallway. Fuck that, I'll just piss out the window. While this is all going on, William's got his first taste of blood, and this sick son of a bitch wants more. So he starts killing a bunch of other kids by donning the fucking Golden Bonnie suit, luring them to the back rooms, and fucking killing them. What a great guy. So William's got a whole fucking pile of dead kids, and he scratches his chin and thinks, what am I gonna do with all these dead kids? And he just kind of 180 rotates to see all the animatronics and thinks, I got it. I'll fucking put the bodies in the animatronics, because nobody is ever around the animatronics enough to notice there's a fucking corpse inside of them. So William realizes that, oh shit, 5 kids have gone missing, and now police are starting to investigate. So he blames Henry on the murders and actually gets him convicted. So, hey, that's a big W for Big W. So the puppet, who just, I guess, stood by and watched all this happen, I don't know, I guess she was on break, has all these souls of kids and is like, you know what, I got just the place for all of you, and fucking shoves them into the animatronics, which then causes the animatronics to become possessed by the kids that William murdered. And she, I think, manages to find a suit for all of them. You got all the animatronics, and then you got the Golden Freddy suit, which just kind of sits there and stares at you. Menacingly! William is such a smart fella that he notices the animatronics are now possessed by the kids, and starts to think, there's gotta be a way to benefit from all this. So he fucking opens up a new restaurant, which leads us into Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And he creates these toy animatronics which have like scanners in their eyes, which can look for criminals and whatever, which looks good on paper because, he hasn't been convicted yet. So he can just slip right by and fucking kill kids and just see what happens without worry. So William thinks, hey, why don't I take the pieces of these other animatronics that are possessed by kids, and why don't I put them into new ones? Let's see what happens. And thankfully, science prevails, and it causes all kinds of shit to go wrong. And then at the end of the game, the phone guy goes, hey, just watch fucking the next day, because after that, we're under police investigation, so just see what happens. And I'm pretty sure what happens is the actual bite of 87. So since that shit goes down, that just cancels everything. The whole shit just shut it all down, man. For some reason, they throw away all the new animatronics, but they keep the old ones. A good thing for Big Willie, but I guess just, that seems like such a waste. Why would they throw away the new ones? I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a real big fan of the toy FNAF animatronics. I think they don't look right. So Big Willie figures out that kid souls and metal can bond together and it makes what I think is called remnant. So the prick thinks, okay, with enough remnant, I think I can rebuild my son. I can put you back together, as the quote says. So he decides to keep killing kids, because clearly there is no better choice. I mean, moving on and accepting what happened, or continuing the chaos and murder. I think we all know which option he picked. So then he creates a line of animatronics called the Fun Times, which I'm pretty sure are specifically designed to capture and kill children. And it just so happens that William's own daughter gets too close to one of these animatronics, and lo and behold, it fucking kills her. What a shock. What do you think he thought when, oh, these animatronics that I built to specifically kill children killed my own daughter? That's a big fucking oopsie doops in my book. But also, it's what you fucking get, you Nimrod. So William sends his own son, Michael, into this bunker or whatever that holds all these animatronics to just fix them up, check on them, and whatever. But then Circus Baby, who is the animatronic who killed the daughter of William, teams up temporarily with Michael, and she just kind of walks him through like what to do with all these animatronics. And then at the end of the game, it turns out, oh shit, that ain't Circus Baby. That's another animatronic called Ennard. And it tricks Michael into literally scooping out his organs and leaving him as just a skin sack, to which the animatronic puts on his skin and wears him like a skin suit, at least until, you know, the suit starts to decay and gets all smelly, and then it just fucks off into the sewer. But since the mixture of like remnant metal and William and Michael's own soul bond to his own skin or whatever, he then just gets right up and keeps walking. Who needs organs when you've got undead rage to keep you going? Amen to that, brother. I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that too. I could certainly use a bottle. Hey everybody, it's me, Sober Dill. I'm recording this segment a few days after I originally recorded the video, so I'm stone cold sober right now, and that's how you can tell I'm serious. My original intent was to release this video in one whole part, the full thing being about 23 minutes long. However, I've been having some severe computer problems. My CPU is underpowered and my cooling system isn't working properly, and the editing software I use to make these videos, Premiere Pro, is constantly fighting me. Sometimes I can't even get through about 5 minutes of editing without the software crashing. This is the exact same reason why I can't live stream anymore, because my PC just simply can't handle it. Now I know what you're thinking, why don't you just get someone to fix it? Thing is, I did send it into a repair shop, and they told me they fixed it, but here we are still facing the same problems, although somehow now they're worse. And now you're thinking, well, why don't you just buy new parts? Well, I would, but the thing is, I just recently moved and my savings have taken a very big hit. I'm struggling to find a decent real job in my new area. So basically, I'm a baller on a pretty low budget. How well this video does will honestly determine if I even bother releasing the second half. Based on my channel analytics, my hopes are not high. So, to the good people who made it this far, if you like my antics and want to help me, please donate to my Buy Me a Coffee fundraiser. The end goal is $1,000 to buy a new CPU, cooling system, and possibly a bigger power supply. Every dollar helps me save up to afford new computer components. But if you're a broke bitch like me and can't afford to give any money, then just watching my videos, sharing them with your friends, even just commenting on this video helps. It helps more than you could ever know. So yeah, basically, the past 3 months for me have been nothing but being constantly kicked in the dick every time I try to stand up. But mark my words, I am never going to stop trying to create things to make people laugh and to entertain. However, I am facing an extraordinary amount of setbacks, so things may take some time to get back on track. But On the other hand, I have a few tricks up my sleeve and a few other ways to make videos without my computer. So I'm not saying I'm stopping making videos, I'm just emphasizing that I could just really use your help. All the links to help me out are down in the description. Please, if you have the ability, throw a couple $dollars my way. It'll really help. I think I've yapped enough though, so if you made it this far into the video, thank you. I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, here are some of my previous videos that I really hope make you laugh. Thanks again to all the Patreons who support me, and thank you again for getting this far. I'll catch you all on the flip side.